right. One of the members of your Bore 4 is not practicing this week. Andrew Luck has been dealing with a lingering calf injury in training camp.
Yeah.
And he apparently won't be back anytime soon. He is going to be out for Thursday night's preseason opener at Buffalo, which I don't think anyone is too overly concerned about.
No.
But he does hope to be ready for the regular season when it begins next month. He's a little worried. Here he is with Peter King.
Opening day 5 weeks from today. Any doubt in your mind you'll play?
No doubt. I certainly believe I will, and that's certainly a goal. And I know that's also a consequence of me doing, what I need to do today, and then having another good day tomorrow.
He also said he does worry about it, and it can be frustrating. He did miss the entire 2017 season with a shoulder injury, and then he had the lacerated kidney the year before. Last year, he was comeback player of the year. But him not playing during the regular season game or the preseason games doesn't concern me. I don't lose any sleep over that. But him not practicing during training camp is a little bit concerning.
Yeah.
The saying goes, if you come into the season injured, you're going to leave the season injured. It's kind of true. I mean, once the season starts, you don't have time to rehab and rest. So them resting him in training camp is very important if they want him to be healthy all season. But is he going to get healthy in this training camp? I don't know. If he doesn't start the regular season, I don't know what my hopes are for Andrew Luck and Colts this year.
It's amazing to me just talking about Phillip Rivers. Man, there's almost, if Kyler Murray hits in Arizona, there's almost no teams left that don't have their guy at quarterback. What if Marcus Mariota plays well for Tennessee? So that's one off, because that's one of those kind of like, where do you go with Mariota this year?
Buccaneers,
again,
Washington.
Okay, but Bruce Arians.
Dolphins.
I guess Dolphins. It's amazing to me the depth of quarterback talent in the league right now.
It is probably the best that it's ever been, because in general, you feel there are way more teams that are questionable at quarterback. And if you go down each team, not every team is strong at quarterback. They don't necessarily have their franchise quarterback for the future, but there's a lot more consistency than usual.
The bottom is very small of really like, okay, man overboard. I mean, if Dwayne Haskins hits in Washington, you're going to have, in that division, you got three of the team. You got Carson Wentz, you got a Dak.
Unfortunately for Dwayne Haskins, I mean, it doesn't. I don't know what we're going to see from him this year, because this is kind of a make-or-break year for Jay Gruden. And
he wants to win now.
Yeah, he's going to play the guy that's going to win him games.
I think the win for Dwayne Haskins is not playing.
This year?
Yeah.
Probably, even though I usually disagree with that. So the Patriots have paid Tom Brady a total of $212 million in salary over his 19 seasons. He agreed to a 2-year extension yesterday that keeps him under contract through the 2021 season, and will pay him $23 million this year. That came one day after he turned 42, which is pretty crazy considering only 6 quarterbacks have completed a touchdown pass after their 42nd birthday.
Yeah.
And the list there: George Blanda, Vinny Testaverde, Steve DeBerg, Warren Moon, Doug Flutie, and Earl Morrall. It's kind of a tough list, though, when you compare to what today's 40-plus means in sports. I mean, Brady's obviously taken incredible care of his body. And
isn't Breeze 40? I mean, he's 40, and he's still great.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to. It's still an outlier situation.
Right.
I don't think we need to get crazy with it. But if you do have a guy who is still playing at a high level, the age thing is not so much of a factor. Like, your body is eventually going to tell you can't play anymore. But the game is different. You're not taking hits the way you used to.
No, 3-step drop. I mean, Brady, whenever he faces a great pass rush, like a Khalil Mack or a J.J. Watt, they never touch him because everything's out. Get it out. Hand it off. Get it out.
And rehab and nutrition, it's just a different game now. But 2 more years, and then then eventually we can start having a real conversation about who's going to replace Tom Brady. But we've been having this conversation for like 5 years now. It's not going to happen in the next 2 years. Finally, the Warriors have locked Draymond Green up with a max 4-year extension worth $100 million.
Yeah.
He was set to be a free agent next summer. And according to Shams Charania, Draymond can opt out after 3 seasons, so he will be a free agent in 2024 if he stays all 4 years. Klay Thompson's new deal also takes him through 2024. And Draymond spoke to Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press and says the Warriors aren't going anywhere. He said, "I think everybody thinks it's kind of the end of us, but that's just not smart. We're not done yet. But yeah, I hear a lot of that noise. It's the end of a run, all that jazz. I don't see it happening, though. We will be back." I do think that the drop-off with the Warriors is not going to be as dramatic as everyone thinks. I don't think that they're winning a championship this year, though.
Yeah, well, the West is loaded. Whoever wins the West will have earned it. You will have earned it. You will have to win a grueling first round and a brutal second, then the Western Conference, then the finals. There'll be no shortcut. Eastern Conference first round's a shortcut.
It's going to be one of the more interesting years in the regular season in the NBA than we've seen in a long time.
And it needs it. The league needs that.
Yeah, because we've just assumed that the Warriors were going to be in the finals every single year for the past 4 or 5 years. And the East was pretty clear, obviously, every year with LeBron. And now everything is wide open in both conferences. So we'll see.
I was in Utah for the weekend. Those Jazz fans.
They're excited.
Oh, I mean, it's off season, but they are all in. They want to talk to me all weekend. What do you think about this acquisition? What do you think about that? It's like, your team's good. It's a good team. A lot of teams in the West. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping